had friends that and all of that, blah, 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 and all of those things. So it was from those points I was speaking what I wanted to wear or what I wanted to do, right? So it was very normal. In fact, it was just a normal thing. They would wear that stuff. And then, but me, I was always, maybe right from that, I was always covered, like wear minimal stuffs, not like short, and all those things. And then, like, the girls would come to the house, wear short things, blah, blah. I would see them. And then, yes, their girlfriends would come. In fact, I was used to the fact that my brothers, I'm just really grateful because I wasn't wild. Because my brothers would always bring girls to the house. It was very normal. My dad didn't, because he was a banker, so he was always out. And so nobody to caution anybody, nobody to say, oh, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. I mean, I was growing up, and then I have a younger sister. So apparently after that time, my mom we lost our mom. So it was just me and my sister. So I had to stand in for me, myself, and my sister. And all of those things, I was always like, oh, okay, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do that, and all of those things. And then after a while, I entered university. And then I went to university where we're all, in fact, I was wearing hijab. I wore hijab for 4 years.
For real?
Yes, I went to Alikma University. Yes, I wore hijab. My dad was always here. I wore hijab for 4 years. So coming from the past that I went to a Catholic secondary school, and with all decency, and my brothers in the house, like I was always seeing things, seeing girls and all of that. That still didn't change who I was, or still change who I'm going to be, right? So, and then I entered school. In fact, my dad didn't even know after he paid everything, because my other brother was in the school. So guys were just normal, wear normal kaftan, normal suits, and all of those things. But as a girl, it was really difficult for me because I'm coming from a Christian background, entering a Muslim university, covering everything. In fact, you would wear skirts that are here, so nothing is. You're not exposing anything. We can't even shake guys in the school. Why not? So if you want to talk to a guy, you have to sit here. Space.
Social distancing.
Exactly, social distancing. So it was like that. So now that didn't stop girls from doing what they wanted to do in school. Covering, or in fact, if you get to Ilorin today and ask about my school, they will tell you that, I'm Malikuma. What? Like, so it was really, really bad. People would wear covered clothes and all of those things. In fact, if going to church, I would wear my hijab, me and my friends. Then when we get outside of the school, we have to remove and then now go to church. So like we're already used to that fact that, we're all covered up and all of those things. And then it comes to decency and upbringing, self-upbringing, because I think for me it was self-upbringing, right? Because there was no mom. Dad was always busy and all of those. And my brothers were just, they are brothers. So there was no training of, you're a girl, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So I literally taught myself that, you have to dress this. And I'm really proud of myself because while I was in Ibadan, thank you. While I was in Ibadan, I have recommendations from friends in church. They were like, who taught you how to dress? How do you do this? How do you combine this? Like, how do you dress neatly and decent? And I was like, I learned on Instagram, I learned on YouTube. Like, I was always seeing people. So I just feel like these days, a lot of girls need to learn these things. Yeah. Irrespective of the family you're coming from, because there are some mothers that won't teach you all these things. In fact, a lot of mothers these days, they don't even care. Exactly, it's just about the money. And now that there's Instagram,
they don't even know what's going on.
Exactly. Now that there's Instagram, so everybody is exposed to the world of, because my daughter's on Instagram, let me too be on Instagram. I want to see what they are doing, right? So like, exactly.
Hey.
So yes, these days, mothers don't care. And I'm really grateful for the fact that we're in Kings because we're learning a whole lot. And yes, we're learning a whole lot from LT and P, and I'm super grateful about that. And then, because I really learned a whole lot. And then putting that into my sister, because I have a friend, she's always like, you say your sister this. I say yes, because because for my sister, she's more like my first child. So me literally teaching my sister how to do this, I'm putting myself in her, I'm putting God in her, because if I'm not there, she'll be able to teach my children how to dress and do all of those things.
So you still repeat at the end of the day.
I'll still repeat at the end of the day, and then everyone around me, because she was always saying those stuff like, because now it's more like emulating whatever it is that I'm doing, what I'm wearing, because at the point in time, I learned how to do makeup and all of those things. So she was always wanting to do it. My brothers would be shouting. I'd be like, why are you rubbing lipstick? I'd be like, first of all, I'm doing it. So what do you expect? Like, she's doing it, let her do it. I was like, leave her, let her do it. The things you were supposed to correct us for,
Correct.
you
Now
did
you're
not
shouting.
correct us. Now you're bothered about the fact that she's using lipstick. I said, see, maybe she's with me. We're going to church. Leave her, let her use it. Don't worry. We're covered and all of those things. So I think it's decency, self-upbringing, and then with God also.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we have room for 2 more comments as we begin to dovetail. Okay, so let's see the hands. Daring, Jade. Jade is next. Huh.
Sorry, I have something bothering my mind.
Okay, you have a question. Okay, so let's do more. You want to say something as well. So we're going to take Jade, then Daring, then Ada. No, let's do Jade, Daring, Ada, Mo, and then Rude Boy. Yeah?
Okay, good evening, everyone. All right, so first off, I would say that when we are born, we don't have any filters. So we pick up the filter of the environments that we grow up in. So now for me, I'm the only girl of 5 children. I'm the last born. Now, I grew up in an environment where everybody was always wearing something. Now, for me, when I see a guy undressed, I feel icked. I remember one day, because I went to Unilag, and this guy was coming from the gym. He was shirtless. And he was trying to say hi to me. Like, the way I looked at him, I was like, please get a shirt. Like, I was disgusted. Because, yes. He had 6, as in, so, and I mean, and the interesting thing was the fact that my roommates were, the way my roommates scream about boys, we say, I'm like, what was the, like, it didn't make sense. Like, 6-pack and hair, like, guy, get a shirt. Like, I'm not attracted to this. Right, so the thing is, our environment actually models us to become it's an environment that, develops what we like and what we do not like. Now, that's that. Then secondly, on this slit matter, okay, so I'm coming from a fashion point of view. There's even a rule to showing off stuff. So if you're going to do a slit, the upper part must be covered. If you're going to expose if you're going to show cleavage, make sure that your what's it called now?
Why is it partial?
It's a fashion rule.
No, I get that.
It's
I kind of get it, like how you say when you're wearing double-breasted kini, you don't button up or you
yeah.
button. I get that, but why are we opening one and not opening the other?
Excuse me.
You are going somewhere.
I'm going somewhere. Yes, ma.
Okay.
I'm just saying what I made them. I don't know when they created you.
All right.
I was not the one that put you. Hello, don't have my mic. It's what I met in the profession, right? Yes. So, and there's also that. Now, speaking of upbringing as well. Now, for me, because of health reasons, I can't expose my chest because I was born 6 months. So any small breeze, malaria, cold, the end. So I am damned.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I mean I've outgrown that now, thanks to God. But I cannot, and I have a very sensitive body. So I know if I mistakenly, in fact, it was up until this year, I started to take the courage to wear shorts. I had the courage. Before, I'm always on long jeans, long all of that, right? There's that. Now, for me, how will I put it? Opening your chest is quite, it used to give me headache. I remember a particular client of mine, she used to complain that every time I try to show cleavage, you're always covering it well. I'm like, ma, I'm sorry, because I already I envisage the problems you're already causing for men. So please, why you, I will not be the one to help you cause catastrophe on you. It's not, please. If you want to cause traffic, it's not by my hands or by my handiwork. Because, I mean, just like the example that, the scenario that Minister Solomon cited. I mean, we were at a wedding. No, guys.
Yeah, it was you now.
Some ladies actually do the most. Okay, there's a difference between... Yes. There's a difference between a slit and then an opening. It wasn't a slit, brethren. It was an opening. No, it's not even unveiling. Unveiling is a tease. It was like an outright. It was from here, and they cut it. And this auntie is thick. She's thick. She's God. And I was like, why? Because I mean, every time I see a lady like that, I wonder why. What happened to you? Because most of the time, usually I stand to be correct. Most times when ladies do like that, is one.
Hi, welcome, coming.
Okay, I think
must be safe somewhere over there.
It's usually one of two things. One, peer pressure. They want to be like their friends. Or two, they lack attention. They lack love, and they lack care. Now, it reminds me of a particular lady at broadcasting school. Now, this girl, she calls herself the three-legged girl. Yes, she actually uses
okay, a crutch.
Yes, she uses a crutch. Yes.
Crutches.
So she actually makes that like her nickname. Like she'll tell you, I'm three-legged girl. But then anytime this lady is coming to class, she's very endowed. She's yeah. So like every time she's coming to class, she would wear a low neckline, and I'm like, babe, I'm like her godmother. I'm like, in fact, there are days where I have to go upstairs to give her a cardigan or a scarf because I'm like Auntie Topo, because the kind of attention that she gets, it irks me as a lady because the guys don't look at her in a respectable way. They look at her derogatory. They look at her like she's a meat. Hey. Like she's a meat, like as in I've heard jet on that kind of vibe. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's the vibe that she gets. And I ensure that I try to protect her. But I realize that it's an upbringing for her because where she's coming from, her mother did not care. Now there's also a case of, because so I was privileged to work in the education industry, and down to 5-year-old children, some parents allow their girls to wear open, and I'm like, excuse me, but not because I don't want to lose my job. All right, I see mothers dress their girls with really short, like she's just a kid. I'm like, ma, she's
and
not.
And then when go for parties and then they're dancing children's dance, they'll now be dancing some kind of dance and they'll be spraying them on. Oh, that's my daughter.
Class party. There's a particular 5-year-old. There's a particular child. I can't remember her name now. She had this dress, and interestingly, so she has like a very quick development. So she was wearing this really thing, and then I'm like, I'm sorry for those of that cannot speak in tongues. There was a time I would say, as an adult, I can't even wear this. So why would you make a child wear this? There was a day I was at Maryland Mall, and I saw this child, and her belly was it took the grace of God not to even beat the mother, because I'm like, because I was like, why would you do? Because so for me, because of my professional training, I am taught to project in another 10, 15 years. So I can literally see this girl in another 10 years. And I'm asking myself, is this girl is she even safe? Because even the environment, so I say that we are in today, it's not even safe. So why are you bringing up your child in the way whereby people that are perverse, are weird, are not even okay?
Yeah.
It's even a disservice to us that we're even opening our bodies. It's a disservice, whether or not we choose to see it. Right. Then there's also the place of imaginative ladies. Sorry, so this is the final one. So because of how I'm brought up, I have a room to myself. So I don't know how to undress in front of people. There was a case of I was living with one of my cousins one time, and they were all over the place. And then one of them had a son. And because I was literally crying for that because they kept saying he's a boy. And I kept saying, please, he was 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I've seen.
And I was like, Ma, can you guys still like, no, like he doesn't do anything. And I could literally see the way his eyes were on them. So it's
going to start getting inquisitive about all of that.
That's all.
All right, thank you. Auntie, you know, raise your hand that time.
Sister Derek.
Okay, let's see what happens after the speakers have gone around.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, so Daring, let's do it.
So I truly think that we need a part 2 of this. So I'm just coming from the place of responsibility, right? I am one person that used to love
Skimping.
Yeah, like short. I don't reveal, but short wears, crop top, and all of that. Like I used to like it, and then I've always been a Christian, and I would defend it. You get? I would wear and I would defend it. So there are so many people that are in that stage or level right now. And I always say that is the level of understanding. Right. That's why I'm really, really grateful for Kings. I'm grateful for Pastor Dami. I am grateful for PLT. Pastor told you, right? So it's a thing of I've been able to watch and learn. So there is the place of being opened to correction. It's not easy. Something that has become, when you accept something, it becomes somebody's norm. Right? So it has become a normal stuff for me that I just swear and I'm like, it's your business. I don't know what you're thinking. But meanwhile, when I realized that it's not just about what you are doing, it's the fact that your life is the message.
Thank you.
It's the fact that you need to understand that you know what you have in mind. You are wearing something, you're portraying something, but you don't know the mindset of the next person, right? So I am innocently wearing my dress, and then I am walking. Someone has gone far. Without even me undressing, like he has literally gone far, right? So that it's a thing of you need to be careful, consciously careful of the message you're passing out there. There was a time I wore I like fitted wears. Tight wears, right? But glory to Jesus, you need to like fitted wears, not tight wears.
There's a
less out there, right? So there was a time I wore that dress. I know that I'd outgrown it. But but because you just love that dress,
I still look and bring out all the curves and everything
and all of that. See, it's fleshy. Kowa spiritual rara. So I wore it out and I didn't like what I got. So there are two things. We have PA. We have private appreciation and we have public appreciation. Now, let me put it this way. When they are publicly appreciating you for a skimpy stuff, it's an appeal. You are sending a wrong message. Trust me, it's not an appreciation. It is literally you are sexy. And being sexy is meant to be for your spouse. One person. One. Not a public display something. Right? I'm just literally saying I get what you are saying. Maybe not like in the best way, but So that day that I went out, I just saw that anybody, the person that not even match up to you, will not all be ogling at you. And in my mind, you are the hottest. Right? I wore the old sneakers. I went out looking this and then just anyone, the one with the something hair, the one with this and that will be doing. Oh God, I was embarrassed instead of feeling. You get it, my color, this and that. Complain that they are harassing you. Something. Look at you first.
So I want to say something based on what you were saying also. So we asked someone, what's the cause of rape? The rapist. We understand. But I also understand what Eniola was saying. We are not saying... people will still talk. People will still talk.
With or without, they will still talk to you. So this is the thing. So you help with the place of decency.
You yourself, you be decent in your own way.
That's what I'm saying. Me, I'm a lover. Listen. You don't get me. Your life is the message. Gradually, you're growing out of it. At some point, I used to still wear that crop top. Now, this is how I was helping myself. I used to still wear the crop top, but I'll now wear singlets inside. At some point, I stopped wearing it completely.
Yes. People are mad. Some people are mad.
Some people are not normal.
But don't be mad or don't contribute to mad. Don't be half mad.
That's
be fully normal.
That is it.
That's what I think.
Right? So...
Back in the day when you were the professional crop top ambassador, the skin revealer of all times.
Okay.
what was your validation? Because you were quoting scriptures and
No. It's my word. Like, okay, I don't care what you think. Right? And that is the stage where people are right now. If you walk up to a lady that you see that they are
why
literally...
did you used to like it?
Why?
Attention or what?
I just outfit.
Right.
So it was a thing of
Let me just wait till it's time for me to respond.
I was usually wear the guys kind of outfits. From wearing the guys kind of outfit, I lived with so many, but so from there, hey, it now became an extreme kind of thing. But I gradually opened myself to correction. Right? I am still in the process. I am growing daily. So there's the place of acceptance to get help. Right? And that's where we need to get to. Because if you say you don't care, you are adding to the wahala. So you need to care and you need to intentionally do what? Correct yourself. Gaskia and money.
So for me, should I go ahead? Or?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
When
you still talk. Have no fears.
So I grew up very, tomboyish, true. I also grew up very concerned about my body. I grew up I had, when we were growing up, we used to go to a friend's house. I didn't go to the hostel. I live like 10 minutes away from Unilag. So at first, my dad used to drop me in school. Then after I was like, let me enter bus. And then I started going to school myself, but coming back home, I had a curfew. I had all of that. I didn't stay with other girls. So it was a struggle for me when I went to NYS. Like my friends, Amaka knows it's not an issue for me to, relate with girls or dress or all of that stuff. And it was a major concern. So I was even concerned. So I sort of understood where Tinu's wife and Bumi were coming from. Right? Because I've had that thought and oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? And all that. But recently-ish, I've gotten feedback that, you got it going on. Let me see if I wear something and it just enters my head. I'm like, oh, okay. It goes, it's looking okay. Do you get? And it made me feel good. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm breaking out of this bondage thing in my mind because I'm like, it's an issue. Do you get? So when I get that kind of feedback from people, girls, it could be guys as well, it helps. It helps. Yeah, it helps me. And so that's why sometimes, when the beach is calling my name and I want to go to the beach, I would maybe sometimes like to, not exactly exposed, but just...
Since you're going to the beach, you might as well make waves.
And I do something I can still wear my sneakers, I still walk like a tomboy, my headphones and my dress. So sometimes still... And Lagos heat is too much. Sometimes I just want to wear my sleeveless because there is heat in Lagos. So that is where I'm coming from. And it helps sometimes I have ish, but I guess it's not very helpful because we're showing skin, right? So I'm coming from.
All right, that's fair. That's very good. I think Ada's comment is going to be the last one. I love your honesty. It's beautiful. Ada, it's good to see you. Ada and the crew, welcome back. You guys were not around last week. We missed you last week. It's good to see you this week.
Good evening, everybody. Okay, so I would like to say a few things, and I would like to ask a few questions. My number one question might be a bit rhetorical because of time, but why should responsibility of what's in a guy's mind be on me? Why? Because we all talked about, guys showing skin, guys dangling their stuff in my face and all. And it seemed to be many of the ladies are repelled by it. So
what?
By, the dangly stuff. And she was saying when a guy is shirtless, that it doesn't attract her. So there's nobody saying guys shouldn't be shirtless because it attracts ladies, because they are not, because we feel that ladies are not attracted by these things. Now, I'd like to question, why are we not showing skin? I know, okay, fine, there are different reasons why we do not show skin, but can we really be honest with ourselves? Are we ladies not allowed to show skin because it attracts the guys or it arouses the guys? And if that is because I've been getting these vibes that that's the sole reason we show skin, because we need to help the guys to be more responsible. We need to help them not to think about, if we, myself and every other Christian lady in this room, decide, okay, I'm going to cover myself so that I help the guy. Other ladies out there, they don't want to help you. If you want to fall, you fall. So I think that when we talk about skin culture, we shouldn't be so much particular about it, because like 90, especially in Nigeria, we're raised to cover and cover and cover and cover. We should now focus on how we can help guys. When you see somebody's skin, when you see a lady showing skin outside or wherever you are, do not be aroused. Like, think about other things. Now, wait, no, wait.
Do not
Why?
be aroused. Hallelujah.
I think for me, and maybe this way I'll just give my closing remarks and let Prudence take it from here. I think they go hand in hand. Decency, being decent, is not primarily so that we help the guys. It's because we should be decent.
Why should we be
especially as
decent?
believers. If
Because
we say we are believers.
decency is subjective. Like, it depends on
Okay,
what...
I think if we start going into that, we're going to spiral into deeper conversations. As a normal human believer, knowing that you have the Holy Spirit as well, and your consciousness, and as a mature adult, you know if something that's supposed to be private is public, then it's off. If something that is sensually perceived in culture as sensual, then you protect it. So yes, be comfortable and do your thing. Nobody is now saying wear turtleneck all the time. But I think there are borders of, if you put your hand close to fire, there's a way you will put it too much down. This thing gets a bit too hot. So we all have that compass. We do. If we want to be honest, we all have that compass.
But for
if we want to
people,
push up,
for different people, it's relative.
I know, that's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. But if you're a believer, a mature adult, a responsible member of society, generally, not just in dressing, you know when it's becoming a bit iffy. Forget about other people, just as a person.
Because you measure it by levels of attractiveness. Like, okay, if my thighs are showing, some guys might look at me attractive.
We're not talking about guys. We're talking about you as a person.
No, I want to know, like, why should I be so covered up? Why do you think that? Why are there levels? Like, no, not just because I wear clothes because it protects me. Like, I like how I look when I wear clothes. But now you wear slits. You're asking me not to show cleavage. Why? No, why not?
Okay, so
what if I like my skin? I feel comfortable with my skin. Okay, all right.
From?
Imo State. I'm an Igbo
No.
girl.
Right now, today, as in... No,
Okay, I'm coming from work.
From work.
Yes.
Tomorrow morning, you wake up, you feel like wearing a bra to work.
Well,
Why should you not wear it?
Because there's a uniform at my office.
Oh, really? Why is there a uniform at your office?
Because it's branded. We need image.
No, you can brand your bra. Brand the bra. It's size.
I do not feel like... See, my case
So
is...
why don't you feel like they're violating your rights? You're smart, right?
No, they're not violating my right. You don't get it. See, I want to show my skin. As in, if my skin is fine like this, I want to show it. As in,
Who told you it's not supposed to be the ones to judge?
No, see,
Show the skin.
You don't understand. It's about what I feel comfortable in. It's about...
No, because I wonder from, like Eltis said, if we're to go this route, you're going to get into relativism. And when I do my wrap up, I'm going to show you what will help everybody here. Okay, now whether you align with it or not, it's a totally different thing. God has never forced his will on anybody. So, but to play off the philosophical perspective, I want to use something you've currently subjected yourself to, which is work. That means that you accepted the terms, right? Because you've seen superior value that they are presenting that is higher than your preference. With a bra and big. Do you understand? There are mornings where you possibly want to just be free. Let's just feel free and they go. But there are regulations within the context. There are regulations within the context.
For me, money like that, you don't get. My point is that I never feel like I want to wear a bra, and if I felt like that, I would work as a model.
Extreme.
No. Like, if I felt that way, I would not work where I work. I would work as a model so that I would feel as in I will be happy
Who told
wearing
you
what I
models
want.
every day?
Then they shouldn't
What
go there.
I'm trying to say to you is whether is okay. So the branded T-shirt, you wear the branded T-shirt, okay. Whether it's branded T-shirt or stilettos, you walk the fight. So do you wear stilettos to work?
No.
Okay, what I'm saying is there's a context that modifies your choices. And you align yourself to that context without necessarily debating HA, MD every day, see you every. So why do we sort of feel like regulation or standards are a burden when all of us have areas of life that we subject ourselves to? If you're flying, you say, okay, I don't want Agboro to me. You buy economic class. You can't do everything in the